Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 14 of English 120. I apologize for the delay in posting this lecture, but there was a car accident that took out the power lines near our house, and they were down for a long time. So I'm just back up and running now, and I do apologize. I've extended your deadlines based on the fact that you're getting this lecture later. So welcome to the big week of our class. You're going to be turning in your research paper draft. You have until next Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. But if you turn it in earlier, you can sign up for a conference with me earlier in the week to talk about it. You will all need to sign up for a conference with me, and I'll go over that later. Besides that, we're just reading the second to last week with whose names are unknown. We're reading through chapter 40, page 199, and we'll be having another discussion forum about it. So we're in week 14. This is draft 1 of your research project, and we will have conferences going into week 15. So just a reminder, your argumentative research paper is worth 100 points just for this draft. So take your time getting this done. Your final, it needs to be 8 to 10 double-spaced pages. It needs to be in Times New Roman 12-point font. It needs to be written in MLA format. That includes using a left-hand header and a right-hand header. So the left-hand header will have your name, my name, English 120, and the due date. And then on the right-hand side, you'll have your last name and the page number. You'll have a title to your paper that is not bold, and then you will have your paper written in Times New Roman 12-point font. You will use in-text citations where you cite the last name of the author and the page number in MLA format. And at the end of your paper, you will include a works cited page where you list in alphabetical order all of the sources that you cite in your paper. You'll also include a bibliography, a second page, at the end of your paper, and the works cited page and the bibliography do not count in your word counts, okay? The bibliography is all the sources that you have used in this whole project, okay? And they do not all have to be academic in your bibliography. They do need to be academic in your works cited page. So your paper needs at least 6 academic sources that are referred to using MLA in-text citations and that are listed on a works cited page at the end of your paper. Your paper must have an introduction where you introduce your topic, where first you begin with a hook, right? You grab your reader, you introduce your topic, and you have a focused thesis that clearly states the topic that you're writing about and the position that you argue in your paper. Your paper must contain several body paragraphs that introduce subtopics that are proven with evidence. That means for each of your subtopics, you are using quotations from several sources to support the points that you're making. And your paper must have a conclusion where you clearly state how you've proven your thesis and you communicate the purpose of your paper. Remember to integrate at least one of those strategies we worked on last week. Here's your basic structure. You do need to include counter arguments. That's the other side of the argument. You need to state what it is and refute it. If you have questions about the form, please let me know. The way that what I need you to work on this week is just putting it all together. So you really want to think about, have I proven my thesis? Read through your paper once you put it all together and make sure that you've proven your thesis, okay? Have I used adequate amount of evidence in each of my body paragraphs? And are these sources academic? Have I cited my sources with in-text citations? You may be sensing a theme here. A lot of you are not using in-text citations properly. So important. It's one of the main things you need to learn in this class. The other thing you want to think about is transitions. Each body paragraph, which should it should begin with some sort of um, transition, like first, second, third, right? Something that eases us into the fact that we are on to a different topic, okay? This week, you guys are going to be having conferences with me. So after you turn in your draft, you can turn in your draft at any time. And once you do, you can sign up for one of these times listed below, okay? I'm available next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You must sign up for a time by emailing me at least 2 times that work. That way, if there's doubles, I can switch you guys up. Um, but if none of these times work, you need to let me know and I will make an exception and figure out a time that works for you. Okay? We're in the second to last week of whose names are unknown. Things are getting really interesting, right? With Milt and his family. They are sorry. They are working on the cotton farm at this point. They find a place to stay and uh, they are involved in a bit of a strike. And so this shows you what it's like for them in this situation. It's a really they're really strong chapters. Um, I would love for you guys to get super creative in this discussion forum. And as usual, you can post your initial post. Instead of posting it by Saturday, you can post it by Monday since this is late. And then your final post will be due on Wednesday. All right, that's it, you guys. Once again, please refer to chapter 20 of the Bedford Researcher for how to cite your in-text citations. Um, Make sure that if you have questions, you reach out to me. I'm here to help, and I will be sending back details on your body paragraphs and introductions and conclusions as soon as possible. All right? Good job, you guys.